Hi everyone, this is Mr. Fusion Designs and welcome to our channel. Today we have a build from Hachette. It is the Batmobile Tumbler Pack 11. So let's take a look on what we will be doing today in this pack. This is issue 47 and this is our magazine. Oh, great. So we will be working on the front end. Excellent. Attaching our springs. And that's the end result. And then Hachettes. So let's get on with that. This is the parts. Let's take a look and see what we will get in this pack. These are the shocks. These are sealed, so these probably are the springs, which they are, and they are metal and a lovely color. That's really nice. I like that. That's great. And we have, I believe, some clamps for these, which I believe we're going to need next. That's it in this one. Some screws, AM, AB, M, and some more parts here. So I'm gonna move all of this out the way and we will get stuck in. So this is our front end. Let's be careful, there's some post here, as you can see. Let's be very wary of that. So just put that down. Now what we need is these clamps. Let's see if we can get a bit close up. So you can see an L and an R, and these will just fit over. Make sure that you have the rack in this position. So you can see it's slotted in both of them. Again, making sure you don't break off these posts. And make sure this, the L. So L will go there. So we're going to need AM screws. So I've got one ready. Just turn this over. And you see the two location points here. That's the first one, and that's in. I'll get to the other one. And that's one. Now we need to do the same on this side. So, oops, where was I? Here. So again, like that. Just fit that over the steering rack. So that's now in place. We need, again, I need to take out, so we get the screws ready. So I got the screws ready now. Let's just turn that over and get this in place. And that's both of them now in place. And yep, you can see in place. So I think we need to work on to this parts now. So now we have our springs. Move that. So just fit all four first on these springs. This is going to be a bit of a challenge, I think, to compress these. Let's see. And now what we need to do in our packaging, where it didn't have any label on it, you should have these. These are hard plastic, and these just fit over the posts, just like that. So let's put all four of them, might as well now. And we need ABM screws. Okay, let's go for this one first. So that just slots over, just like that. Okay, should be fine. Oh, that's easy. I thought we have to really compress that, which we don't, which that's great news. Now we need to screw this through that hole. We now need to line that up. It didn't really need any oil, so that's looking excellent. Wow, I really like that. So again, push that all the way to the bottom, and that to this as well. Let's get the tweezer, push that to the bottom. There we go, should be there. There we go. Didn't really need to be done, but that's for my sake. And again, like that, push that over, and another ABM screw, this time from this side. So you got the idea. So I'm gonna just finish off the next two on this side, and I'll be back with you. Excellent. So that's all of these now in place, and that's looking excellent. I really do like how that's looking, and it's made this a lot more sturdier, so everything's not so flimsy now and springy. But it certainly is coming on. So that's the end of this issue. Let's move on to the next one. So this is issue 48. This is the parts. Yeah, we haven't been doing these for a while, been very busy, so I'm excited to bring this today. So let's take a look at our magazine to see what we are doing. I find the Tumbler's an amazing build. So what are we doing? The Tumbler jet nozzle. Okay, that's excellent. Okay, this should be fun. And that's how it should look at the end. So yeah, let's get on with it. So let's take a look at our parts. And this is what we have in this pack. I like the effect. That's quite good. And this, hopefully there be a clear lens. I hope it's there. Must be this one. Yep, clear lens and LP screws. So let's just put this to a side. This part. So let's put this here. I definitely need to buy a new mat. So you can see there is a curve. Just there, you see it curved. So that just pops in, just like that, with the curve facing downwards. So like that, and then what we need is this part, I believe. Or is it this part? It could be this part. No, it's not this part. So does this go like this? I think it does. Just like that. So let's just double check. So this would go so like that, and with this way the lens. So like that. And then with this, we need to just line up the way these four are at the bottom here. There we go, it's just slots in place. And we need to put 4 LP screws. So I'm gonna just get these out the packet and put them in place. So these are the LP screws. Let's just line that up again. And that's the first one going in, and when that's done, I will do the rest of them. So I'll be back with you in a second. So that's now screwed in place. This still can't turn, so if it needs to be adjusted, I guess that's the way it should go. But yeah, that's the end of this issue, so let's move on to the next one. This is issue 49. That's the parts, our magazine. Put this to the side for a second. Take a look at our magazine again. Our magazines are a bit squashed up. They've been in storage for a while. So the tail, that's what we are doing. So we need to get this part. Okay, great. Okay, excellent. So let's get on with that. And this is the parts. Goodness me, with these packaging, I struggle with them. But I really do like the packaging from Hachette. There's quite a lot of screws here. There's some parts, I think. CP, AP screws. Let's just take a look at what we have here. Nice copper color. And yeah, and that's the plate. So let's get on with that. So we need a part from the previous issue, and you see 4 holes. You just need to line them up. So let's just try and line that up. There it is. Oh, perfect. That will just slot in. That's the way that's looking, which is looking excellent. I really like that. And we need now AP screws. So I have my screws ready. It's just these 4 holes here. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll be back with you in a minute. So that's all 4 now screwed in place. You're going to need, this is a part of a wiring loom, and it was this. So we need to disconnect it from number 19. Let's just disconnect that. Now I have just positioned this. You just turn it slightly. So turn it slightly, and in the instructions, I don't know, I think it shows the wire coming out like that, but then when you put the cover on, the wire is looking like that. So I'm gonna put mine like this, so the wire could come out this angle, so just like that. And you need to get some screws now just there, so hopefully you could see that. And those are CP screws, so I need 2 of these. So let's try and get this now screwed in place. Put one perhaps through first. Once you get the first one in, probably be a lot easier. I haven't screwed that too tight, just enough to hold in place. Now we need, I believe, a plate, which is this. Feed the wire through that hole. That should slot in place, so I'm hoping. Oh, maybe this is the wrong way. Yes, it is. Sorry. So this way around, like that. Now that should slot in place. There we go. Perfect. So let's get that lined up. We need again CP screws. 4 CP screws. This is the first one, and I'll be back with you when they have been all screwed in place. So that's all 4 screwed in place. And now we need some more parts. Okay, now we have these parts. You can see there's an L on there. This one's the right one. So take this part what we was just working on. You can see it just follows the pattern of that, just pushes through. So that's the pattern. That's a tight fit. Just see how that one goes on too. That one's the opposite side, like that. So this one, there we go. That one was a lot easier. This one's a bit tough. There we go, perfect. So that's both of them now in place. And I believe that's the end of this issue. So let's move on to the next one. This is issue 50. That's quite a big box. And there we go. Let's push this to the side at the moment. These magazines, they all became bent. So issue 50. Let's see what we have to do with this. Okay, what is that? Engine body. So I think what we just did with the jetpack, we just doing that. Okay, excellent. So let's just get on with that one. This is our parts. Let's take a look. So it should be just 2 CP screws, nothing else in there. And these are hard plastic. Nothing there. And the opposite side. Excellent. So let's see what one we need first. This is the parts. So as you've seen on the box, it said 51. So that's probably some of the parts we need. And again, CP screws. And that's a nice piece of chunky metal. Nothing else in there. So we need to study this really. So this is going to go this way around. And then we have these parts that we need to take a look. So that's them. And the next one. Now, is there any markings on them? Does it show left, right? Which I don't think it does. So now you can see it has a key-shaped pattern. And that's a stop there. So we have to make sure that it goes the correct way. So let's take a look. So on the picture showing like that. Let's see how to do this in the right order. So I think this first one is bracket A, which I can't see it showing A or anything like that. So it's not. So let's see. Are they identical? And I can say, but hold up, maybe these are not. Okay. So we have, I think, slightly different. Let's just see. Okay, that's done. So, yeah, I think they are slightly different, the order of these. And you can see, hopefully, the key-shaped pattern there. 2 is going, where are we? So that's the 2. which are going the same way in that order. So like that. And then these two should be the same as well. The opposite direction, which it is. So you have two going that way and two going that way. So we need to make sure that we have the correct way of these going. So I think the top one, so these two I think are for the other side and that's for this side. So this top one here with that, you can see the key shape hole, and that stop just in there should go, where are we, just like that, and it's with the stop facing like that and the flat side going towards the top. So at least we kinda figured that out, and we're going to need some screws with that, and those are CP screws. Which are these? Okay, so let's screw this one in place now. So turn that over and in this direction, just there. A little bit fiddly because you have to hold the brace and this bracket all together. So maybe just like that can help. And make sure it's in the slot. So that's now screwed in place. Slightly level that out. Let me just try to get that close up for you, so you can see what I meant, hopefully. And I think the bottom, let's just make sure. See, no, the bottom ones should be like that. So I believe the bottom should go like that, but with the flat towards the bottom and that like that, and the key shape, where did that fly? The key shape just like that will go into that place. So that's not the way it should go. So this will go that way, and the flat, so this flat edge, so that flat edge with that key shape hole will go just in that position and just like that. So hopefully you can identify what I mean. So flat and flat, so not like that, like opposite, has to go flat the same way the top is going. So we need another CP screw, so let's just get that in place, and we will do the same on the opposite side. Excellent, so that's that in place. Now we need to do the exact same thing. Just remember the flat side with the key shape will be like that. So like that. And we need CP screw. Okay, that's screwed in place. I really do hope I have this in the correct direction. I believe it is, so let's move on to our next issue. This is issue 52, and it is our last issue in the pack. I was a bit worried about that, really, and I'm pretty sure we have it in the right direction. So let's just move that to the side and take a look at our magazine in issue 52. I really do enjoy this build. So we need to just attach what we just did to this back plate Yeah. Okay. Oh, and we attaching... Are we attaching this too? Oh, yes, we are. Goodness me. So, yep. So let's get on with that. This is the parts. Push that back. And that is plastic, I believe. It's, yeah, it is plastic. Pretty hard plastic. And CP screws, ADP screws. These are metal. Oh, that's metal. And that's it in that pack. So I'm just going to remove this just for now. So this is what we had from the previous issue. Now with this plate, you can see this would go in this direction. Just like that. So then turn that over. You can see it's more flat. And now we need to identify these. So you can see the shocks. They are two the same, but one is longer than the other. So hopefully you can see that. These are the longer ones, and these are the shorter ones. So the shorter ones, I believe, will go towards... Let's just make sure. So these are the longer ones. And that is... Okay, sorry, I just needed to make sure. So the longer ones, so you could see this pattern, will go in this direction. So like that. And this needs to just go into like so. Just making sure that we have two the same, which I don't believe it matters. So we can go that way, I guess. Yeah. So two like that. So I believe that should go like that. And the two shorter ones need to go towards the bottom. So again, I think that one goes there. And this one will go here. So I think that's the way this should go. And now we need to put some screws in. And those are ADP screws. So the first one, I'm going to put it just here. So I'm working towards the outside going in. Oh, is that correct? No, I think they have it from this side going out. So let's just do the same like they are doing. Okay, so I think all the screws need to go in from this direction. Let's see if that's right. A little bit tricky. I would have thought just put them into the ends there, but let's see if that is right. And okay. Let's just get that slotted in. And I think, yep, it is like that. So that's the first one going in. So that stops it just like that. I believe that's the way it should be going. Now we have another screw, again in this direction. So just through here. It's quite difficult with just your left hand, so I need to just turn that around. And get that screwed in place. So that's now the way it should be. Oh, that's good. Now again, with these, the longer side, and this would just go here. And making sure. So another screw we need. And again from, well, actually, I think it'd be easier to put this side first before we carry on with the others. So it is like that. So perfect. That's stopping it to go the other way. So I believe it is in that direction. So that's great. We need to do the same on this side. Nearly there. Great. So that's all of them screwed in place. I believe they should just fall like that in the same direction. I'm pretty sure. That's a bit floppy, so I'm going to screw that slightly more in to make it a bit tighter. Better a little bit tight. So that's like that. Hopefully I made that clear. Now we need to get our jet, which is here. We need to feed the cable right through, and we get that slotted in place. Just like that, and we need to screw that now in. So we have our CP screw ready, and it's just in the back here. I will show it to you in a second. But that's the first one just gone in. So just 1, 2, 3. Oh, is it 3? Yeah, 3 and 4. So I'm just going to get these all in position, and I'll be back to you. Excellent. That's now all screwed, and that stage actually worried me from seeing other people getting into that, and I'm glad it wasn't that difficult at all, really. It was actually quite good. I enjoyed that. And we have this part that we finished, which is great. And that brings us to the end of our issues. I really hope you enjoyed that. If you could do us a massive favor, if you could subscribe to our channel, that would be great, and hit that thumbs up. That would be amazing. Thanks a lot again. Look forward to seeing you all next time. Goodbye for now.